You said there's some funny things with judges. Clinics. I mean,
what's up? Let's get right to the post fight here. Right off the bat, we're looking at a bad situation where it came with Chief Thurman, who won by majority decision. He didn't win by unanimous, he won by majority decision. And it was, to me, it was a so-so performance by Keith Thurman. He could have done much better, I thought, than what he showed today. Clearly there was something wrong.
Thurman or Errol Spence or Mikey Garcia. Perhaps a rematch with Floyd Mayweather, but let's hear what the champ has to say in the ring with our Heidi Andro.
Thank you very much, Chris. Yesterday, Keith, you told me when you looked into Josefito Lopez's eyes, you saw a game opponent. No better test for the hand and the elbow than this fight. How did it feel?
Now you know what it means to be up against a game opponent, you know. First, you know, I want to thank God. I want to thank Fox BBC, Al Heyman, my team, my family. This city, Brooklyn, right here, baby. Thank you guys for coming out. The champ is back.
You know, you dominated the early rounds, but he had you in exchanges there in the seventh round. How hurt did he have you?
He had me buzzed. He had me shaken up. I was trying to stay on the outside. I just was a little off in my prediction of his long arm and the way that he was lunging in, willing to really swing and commit for that knockout. He was coming for me. But I told everybody, you're not going to see the best Keith one-time Thurman after 22 months, but you will see a world-class performance. That's exactly what I gave you guys tonight.
Absolutely did. Now, you said that this is your get back.
No, he didn't.
But with that said, what would you like next? If this Manny Pacquiao fight were to come to fruition in 2019, would you take it?
I most likely would definitely take it. I'm going to have to talk to my team. I'm going to have to talk to our managers. And, but I feel good. That was a beautiful fight. I'd love to have that. Bring it in the ring. Maybe Brooklyn, maybe Vegas, wherever Manny Pacquiao wants it. I'd fight him in the Philippines if I had to, baby.
How's the hand?
It took some punches today. You know, he's tough. He had a tough head, but we held up strong. I wish I could have gone to the body a little bit more. I saw him breathing heavy, but he kept his elbows in tight. But I will be back later this year, believe that.
All right, well, you keep that strap. You enjoy it tonight. Keith, one-time Thurman, Chris. We'll send it back over.
Well, Keith, one-time Thurman. He knocked him down one time early in the fight, and from that moment, he didn't look good. A world-class performance? I think not. Lopez put pressure on Keith, made him fight off the back foot, and it disturbed him. He gassed out and got hurt after 6, 7 rounds. So if anybody watching this, this ain't negative, this is just what happened. Y'all saw the man gas right out. He looked like trash. Straight trash tonight. And he started to go with that runtime stuff. That made the crowd was booing. You got one guy coming to fight, another guy running. And that's been his MO for his last few fights. So I can't say it's the 22 months because he ran like this before. Thurman ran like this, what, 4 or 5 times? He did it for like 4 or 5 rounds. It's no wonder the judges put it the way they did. Where do I know you from, Lucy?
And
I remember. I want to see if you remember. Now everybody gonna say Keith Thurman can't beat anybody. Well, do I think Garcia lost to Keith Thurman? I had it a draw. See, this runtime thing he's doing is gonna hurt him in the long run. He's gonna run into a situation. Thank you, but you didn't answer the question. Why would you, Lucy? You don't know her. Oh man, tough times don't last. Tough people do. It's time for me to truly practice what I preach. Trust my God in heaven and the plan He has for me. Oh, Golden State Warrior in Boston. Golden State up by 2 with 19 seconds to go. There's Tatum with the ball. Finna get double team. Morris for 3. Great. This is what everybody wanted to see. Draymond missed. He could have sealed the game with 2 free throws. 17 in a row, and he misses that. He missed them both, and he gets the rebound. And now Steph is fouled. Marcus Smart didn't box out. And now you can kiss it goodbye because he won't miss one. 45 straight. Personal best is 52. And you know I'm gonna be watching that game all tonight. I took my time to watch Keith Thurman run around the doggone ring after he got rocked. Give it up. I gotta give up credit to Lopez. Lopez did what nobody thought he was gonna do. Lopez bent down at the knees, sold out, went forward, and bang. Here comes Morris. Kyrie for 3. He missed. And that should be game. And it is. 115-111 is the final score. Golden State Warriors win in Boston. It's a good game. Boston won 5 in a row before that. Kyrie was great.
It's the 6th straight year they've won 10 consecutively in a season. That ties the NBA record with San Antonio. They did it from 2010 to 2016. Steve Kerr wins his 300th game as a head coach. And that's the quickest who's ever done it. He did it in his 377th game. Meanwhile, Durant, another brilliant performance. He's with it. Kevin had an interesting finish to that game. He scored 8 of your 33 in the 4th, but there was a lot of sort of crazy plays down the stretch. How would you assess how you guys close this one out? I think we did a good job of, they started off that 4th quarter on a nice little run to cut the lead. And I think we stayed poised throughout it all. And we made some ball headed. I made a ball headed play throwing the ball away out of bounds. And I'm just grateful my teammates were there to have my back on that and give us the possession back. But for the most part, coming in on the road in Boston to get a W, pretty solid for us. Given how Boston has played against Warriors the last few years, what does it mean? How do you assess your team to win on the road here? It's a tough place to play.
You just got your NBA Finals preview. Golden State Warriors versus the Boston Celtics. You just got your Finals preview. This is what the world wants to see. Boogie. Well, KD had 33. Curry had 24. Clay had 21. You know, they stepped up when all three are scoring in the 20s and above. That's when they had a most success. Kyrie did the best he could, keeping them in the game. But man, I need to watch the whole game. Kyrie versus Steph. Oh, we gonna see a lot of it. So that's your finals preview. Right there. Now, were you upset with the way Keith Thurman fought today? Exactly. So I can't say this is Keith Thurman. This is just typical Keith Thurman. Can't really say that. Keith Thurman fight like this all the time. Was the layoff? Can't say that. Keith Thurman fight like this all the time. So before he was laid off, when he was just active, he fought the same way he fought tonight. You know why? It's because he's not conditioning himself to go 12 rounds. He's always been a 6, 7 round fighter. He did this with Danny Garcia. He did this with everybody he's fought. Sean Porter, he did it. He did it every fight he fights. When he goes past 6, 7 rounds, he becomes runtime Thurman. And there hasn't been any of the knockouts that we used to see from Keith Thurman. All his fights have been going the distance. It's not that he looks old. It's because Keith Thurman used his camp as a weight loss camp. He comes into camp too big, so you end up spending the most of your camp trying to sweat down to make weight. Keith is a big guy with a lack of discipline. He has to be doing this boxing in order to be, in a position where he's ready to fight. Besides that, he's not ready. He's not on point like that. So for the first 5 rounds of a fight, Keith Thurman's very dangerous. 5, 6 rounds, Keith Thurman's dangerous. After 5, 6 rounds, he's no longer dangerous. And Lopez was able to buzz him. Lopez ducked his head down, swung over, swooped up, punch over, cracked him on the head, dazed him. Mm-mm-mm. 39th and the Lakeshore Drive. Why are you out there on the Lakeshore Drive? You don't want to know how cold it is out there. Let's listen to how cold.
Chicago, at least according to the various models, you can see generally between 3 and 6 inches of snow. However, you get into the northern suburbs, especially up towards Waukegan, Zion, Wadsworth, 4 to 8 inches according to the various models, maybe even a little bit more than that. Once the snow moves out, then we're going to deal with the bitter cold. The frigid air will start to arrive Tuesday, but look at the low temperatures, down to about 20 below early Tuesday.
20 below zero.
As low as 30 below. And then
30 below.
Record cold will continue right into the day on Thursday. Now, we've got the southern map showing that snow that was around earlier has really dissipated and moved off to the east, but many of us saw 1 to 3 inches of accumulation. Here's a look at some.
Yeah, that's crazy cold. It's going to be a record of negative 50 degrees next week. Yeah, it's cold. Negative 50. Guess where I'm going to be when that happens? Right here.
You watch him get on first for a change, but it's.
Yeah, they finna replay the fight here. Yeah, it'll come on again later on today. I'm going to check it out. It's cold now. I'm going to get some extra heat going on up in here. Oh, damn. No, it's like Ken Pacquiao beat Keith Thurman. Now, will Keith Thurman get that decision? All that running he doing? I say absolutely not. They said if Floyd don't come back, Manny Pacquiao will fight Keith Thurman on a pay-per-view. Keith Thurman to me hasn't shown he's pay-per-view ready. Adrian got his first pay-per-view because he ran his mouth. You ain't kidding, Rose. You ain't kidding right there. It is a perfect time for that. Conor McGregor versus Manny Pacquiao. If Conor McGregor fought Manny Pacquiao, it would be the funniest fight in history. Hey man, look at him. He's about 5'4". He's a midget. It's gonna be Conor McGregor races against Filipinos. He's a little dwarf. I'm going to put him over my knee and dress him up like a leprechaun. Yeah. I would like to say it's going to be a good fight. He's a good fighter, and God bless everyone. Ah, fuck you! Who are you? Who are you? And everybody abide. Oh yeah, well, when we saw that, a lot of different things changed. We saw we saw a lot of things happen, and we see a lot of fatigue. We see a lot of inactivity, and the reason why we see that is because some people are trying to pace themselves to go 12 because they already know they can't sell out because they camp has been spent mostly as a weight loss camp. Adrian Broner came into the fight in the press conference. Manny looked like he was in shape right then and there. Adrian looked like he was basically, in other words, Adrian looked like he was had a pot belly, a keg, like he wasn't even fighting or training until he signed the contract. Now, I ain't gonna say he didn't put the work in. Of course, he put the work in, but you can't keep pushing your body to the limits. The more you keep your body disciplined and in shape, and that's what Floyd did. Floyd is naturally talented, but he helps himself by not drinking, staying on point, not killing his body. Once you start killing your body, this is when these situations starts to develop. Yeah, that's at the point where Adrian Broner is getting whooped on. Well, I don't know if Manny fights Keith Thurman, but Manny's in and out rhythm might throw Keith off. Keith don't fight good on the back foot. Manny's good for going 12 rounds. Keith is good for trying to survive 12. And those decisions he's getting now, I doubt he get them versus Keith Thurman. I mean, against Manny Pacquiao. Absolutely, man. And thank all y'all who've been donating to the Cash App. That's why I keep going live. Y'all keep donating. And don't forget, you can click the link in the description box too and donate to the page. That's our super chat. That's where it's at. So oh, I got some hot chocolate. But I'd rather have some hot tea. I only like hot chocolate with milk. I don't like the water hot chocolate. Can't believe it. We're sitting here talking hot chocolate. That's how I know it's time to go.